How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. I shared my sister's video. I made a video on this, but I figured I would just share her video. She's talking about a lot of the same things I was talking about, and she does a good job. Good job, sister. I wanted to talk about this. I also the other part of my video was she talks in this video about food shortages, famine, and all this stuff. That's so. Like I said, she had I shared her video, but this is exactly. But there's a couple things that I wanted to go over because I I saw this, and there's things that I was going over. Okay, now it says right here in Second Ezra's. This is also the same thing. Second Ezra 14. It talks about lying wonders, and I'm just going to go an overview. You can read Second Ezra's for yourself. It talks about lying wonders. It talks about visions. It talks about we leave. It talks about we leave. Um, so, but this is the main part. It talks about we're out of here. But then God says right here, that thou partakers of the hope of Babylon. This is this right here. They are putting their faith in Babylon. And the person, as it talks about right here, it says unto her, it says, the glory of her person. Thou art partakers of the hope of Babylon. Thou art glory of her person. Woe unto you, unto thee, you wretched. So other parts of the Bible that talks about naked, which here you go, because thou have made themselves like her, thou have decked thy daughters as in whoredom, that they might please the glory of thy lovers. They have always desired to commit whoredom. This is right here. These are the people that are left behind. Are the people that make in him your idol. Babylon's, they love it here. They love it here. In Second Ezra's, it says right here, the glory of the power shall dried up as a flower. The glory, the America dried up as a flower with heat shall arise and send over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as power of a woman with stripes. Stripes right here, stripes. Jesus talked about these stripes right here. Weakened as power, woman with her stripes, and come chastened with and wounds. Jesus talks about this right here. It says with stripes, wounded, chastened, and wounded. This is the second part, the second group that leaves. Jesus talks about this right here. And that servant which knew not the Lord's will, they are still a servant, but they weren't looking for him, and prepared not thyself, neither did according to his will be beaten with many stripes. The same thing it talks about here in 2nd Ezra. They are saved, they just weren't looking for him. They were committing whoredom. They will be chastened. This is the second group that leaves. They will be chastened right here. If he comes at an hour you think not, in an hour you are unaware, as they are committing whoredom. They are committing whoredom right here. They aren't looking for the Savior. They're looking for America to be great again. Exactly as it says here in 2nd Ezra's. Right here. It says there'll be famine. We leave before the famine. It also talks about chastened with wounds, many stripes. This is exactly what Jesus was talking about right here in Luke chapter 12. He says if he comes at an hour you're not looking for him, in a time you are unaware, you are committing whoredom with wanting this place to be around. says right here, but knew not, who committed the things worthy of stripes, the same thing, will be beaten with little stripes. And then he talks about the fire, as I have said before. Well, this also goes with my video, because the wheat is not beaten. Like the wheat is beaten, but the barley is not beaten. The barley falls off. We are not beaten.
Visiting them often on the land over the last 30 days, I just really felt, I knew that the direction that Abba was taking us, I really felt I knew what that direction was going to be. And so I stuck to my guns, and indeed the barley is ready to be harvested, a first fruits offering. Now, I want to share with you a verse, and I want to bring you my final proof of this season about the beginning of the calendar. And as normal, it's going to be around the pattern that we see, and I'm opening eSword, so you're going to hear noises, that we see in Exodus 9:31. And I'm going to take you there, and I'm going to take you in there with the King James Plus, and we're going to look at the Hebrew words behind this. So let me share with you. And it says, the flax and the barley were smitten. Let's see what that says. It's to strike, but it's not to slaughter as to destroy. For the barley, the seor, was in ear, abib. This is the word that everybody says we can't really know the meaning of. But I'm telling you, Exodus 9:31 and 32 are the key to understanding the condition of the barley. And I hope as we go along, you're going to see this open up before you. So the barley was abib, and the flax was bold. And the word in Hebrew is gibol, and that's like, it's a chalice-shaped flower. You know, as a gardener, I know that flat flowers, they're butterfly flowers. But if there's something shaped like a chalice, like this, it's going to draw other pollinators. You see that long neck? I think it's called a calyx, that long neck on that flax. So flat flowers and flowers with calyx, I believe is the word, draw different pollinators.
So she explained it. The wheat is called slaughtered. The wheat is called slaughtered, as she said right there.
I was told that my first husband Jim was missing.
Sorry about that. She said the wheat is slaughtered, or the definition.
My guns, and
the definition is that the barley just kind of rolls off. It's barely striking. Jesus also said this in Luke chapter 12. He talked about cut them asunder and put their portion with the unbelievers. That's what he said. He will cut them asunder and put them. He's got a baptism with fire. We are spared the fire. Right there, I will cut them asunder and appoint their portion with the unbelievers. Unbelievers right there. So as Jesus was talking about beating and cut asunder, slaughtered, as she talked about right here, the barley falls off. We are spared God's wrath. So thank you, sister. And I want to thank also, I have told people about my beautiful sister here, Rivka. She does a great job. And she just explained it as I was showing you right here in 2nd Ezra's. Says right here, stripes, right here, the weekend, it says, and as one chastened with wounds, because they are committing whoredom. They will be beaten with many stripes. That's exactly the same thing Jesus was talking about here. They shall be beaten with many stripes. So we are leaving soon, and I want to put out a short video. Like I said, we will see what happens. Like I said, we are right in that time frame. I'm not watching a month away. I'm not watching 15 days away. I'm watching now in exactly what Jesus was talking about right here. Exactly what she was talking about here with the barley. The barley is beaten. Actually, it's beaten off the stalk. Thrashing. I'm sorry. The wheat.
Barley is
The wheat is beaten off the stem, and to get the fruit, to get the grain, it's beaten off, but the barley just falls off, and that's us. We are falling into the Lord's hands. The wheat is beaten off the chaff. That's the same thing it's talking about here in 2nd Ezra's, right here, 15, and because they are committing whoredom as they are doing this right here. So yes, I want to have a short video. This is an update. As far as the drought, I was going to put all that. I had a lot of stuff about a drought, and my sister talked about it here. The famines, which we aren't due God's wrath. That's in 2nd Ezra. That's also in the Bible, other places too, which would be, it's going to be very shortly, because all the grain is gone, as I've showed in my other videos. God bless. I hope you're all doing well. Live stream tomorrow night, the 29th, 9 p.m. Yes, I'm still up. God bless.